Greetings, YouTube. I woke up Sunday morning to a couple of reasonable requests. I'm a journalism professor. I've attempted to be a journalist in my life. I've worked for several newspapers, National Public Radio. I've done some freelancing. And I cover MCOC news, not as well as my man, Rich the Man, who has been, and will always be the number one most trusted source for MCOC news. Shout out Rich the Man. But, I talk about it from time to time. Talk about forum posts, talk about different things. We talked about the new Kabam CEO, the real Kabam CEO in the past month. But I haven't thought too much about Netmarble, this company that I loosely thought of, even though 2017 was kind of when my YouTube channel revamped itself from pizza, though I did review a pizza for the first time in over a year yesterday. If you want to know what I thought of the new Batman Little Caesars pizza, a little plug for that video. I also wore a Marvel shirt so we could get some Marvel still in there, despite the fact that it was a DC themed pizza, because I know how some people are with DC versus Marvel. I appreciate both. I guess that makes me a heathen. But about 5 years ago, probably a little less than that, Netmarble completes acquisition of Kabam's Marvel Contest of Champions studio. I remember reading in the Games Beat this exact article from February 23rd, okay? Today is February 21st. It's a Monday. I'm recording this, on Monday. Almost 5 years ago from the day, how eerie is that? This article came out. Look at this. This is what MCOC used to look like. Way back in 2016. You had Magic and Wolverine, Doctor Strange, Gamora. What is that? Crossbones? Black Bolt, Red Mags, pre-buff. Ronan looks way cooler than he actually is in the game. So does Wang/Kang. Storm, Spider-Man, was that Rhino, Colossus? You get the idea. This was like an OG Marvel Contest of Champions. Look at Thanos back there. Poster. South Korea's Netmarble Games said today that it has completed the acquisition of Kabam's high-value assets. As previously disclosed, this deal includes the Kabam Vancouver studio, which we now think of as like where Kabam talks to us. It's like I know this is like an outdated old 1990s reference, but it's like the Zordon, the Power Rangers, main head of the company, which makes the Marvel Contest of Champions title. That team consists of 180 developers. Who knows how many they have now. Netmarble is also picking up around 20 people in the Kabam headquarters teams in San Francisco and another 40 or so among the customer support teams based in Kabam, Austin. Yeehaw. And then Tim Fields, the new CEO of Kabam Games, is the Vancouver studio will now be known, said in an interview with GamesBeat that Netmarble will operate Kabam Games as a wholly owned subsidiary. It's a hard word to say at 1 a.m. We're excited about taking this new incarnation of Kabam forward. Through the acquisition, Netmarble grows its portfolio of games with the addition of Kabam's Marvel Contest of Champions, a consistent performer on the App Store and Google Play's top 10 grossing charts with nearly $500 million in revenue, and the upcoming Transformers Forged to Fight, scheduled to launch in second quarter. And look at another poster of this. When Abomination and Rhino were two of the champions most promoted. Okay, we're excited to welcome Kabam to the Netmarble family. Blah, blah. Okay, so I haven't really thought about Netmarble much since this article came out. Now, I will say, when Kabam came in, and it wasn't just run by Netmarble, a few things happened. Well, besides Kabam's logo being everywhere, in the sense that it felt like it was just basically all Kabam all the time. And that meant Kaskam. That meant trash deals. That meant worse, objectively speaking. Like the game, when I first started playing this in 2016, when the game went down for 5 seconds, we got a compensation package. Now, of course, 6-star Nexus didn't exist. It wasn't something that would break the economy of the game. It would just be a couple of potions, a couple of revives, sort of like the one we get about once a month now. energy refills, potions, revives. It was awesome. And a lot of times, like, I'd be driving, and the game apparently went down, and then by the time I was done driving, maybe it was an hour drive, the game would be back up. So I wouldn't even have known that the game was down. Like some of you across the pond, sometimes I wake up and hear about emergency maintenance, and you're like, I was sleeping. I don't remember that. I wasn't involved in that. So anyhow, I just thought of pro player moves, and then the more Kabam spearheaded their logo on everything, the more we got passive-aggressive forum posts and lack of transparency, and then, of course, eventually overheating issues with some devices, allegedly, almost catching on fire. We actually had people years ago in the summer, you all who remember before Gwenpool Goes to the Movies, that event, where people were taking their iPads or iPhones in and showing them that they were overheating, and like AT&T people were basically saying, yeah, I would delete that game. It's destroying your phone. Never got a lawsuit, so I knew about that. Kabam got lucky on that. Okay, so 5 years later, we've got this new article as of February 17th, in the past week. Shout out to Aaron Astle. Kabam has made an announcement that the Netmarble US studio will be joining the developer on March 1st, 2022. Now, some of you reached out to me when you read about this weekend, and you were just convinced that this was a game changer. Because you think of Netmarble, you think of better compensation packages when they have more of a say than Kabam, which even seeing that Kabam logo kind of gives me shivers. And we know Kabam has a new CEO, and that CEO, maybe it's just a coincidence, but who knows, put together some really cool pro player deals for the game. We're talking about $5 now weekly Wednesday, and sometimes Friday and other days, Cavalier Nexus crystal offers. You can get 2 for 10, or well, I guess technically 4 for 10 or 2 for 5. Two featured Cav Nexus for $5, $2.50 a piece. 2 for 5 or 4 for 10. And even though I am a little bitter because I've opened 0, 5, or 6 stars in the past 3 weeks on Wednesdays, it still is an okay gamble to me. And then, of course, we had the gold trade-in event toward the end of 2021, which if you had a bunch of gold and you were a free-to-play player, was the best thing ever. But if you didn't, you got bitter about it. But I did a video praising Kabam earlier this month because the red envelopes and the greater red envelopes had so much gold in them, especially with the new better gold boost to all things gold, that it was pretty easy to get 1 to 3 or 4 million gold from those things for free, just from trading with friends and alliance mates. So I'm not here to just bash Kabam in this. I think the company has done some really good things. And March, what's fascinating about this month, it's the month that we're supposed to circle on our calendars, is like the new and improved game. I know we told you October, November was going to be when the game got fixed and no one had parry or lag issues or dexterity issues. But really, this time, March is going to be it. And we've got that brand new, kind of reminds me of Pokemon almost, battleground, I don't even know if I really understand it, mode of the game that some people are really excited about, especially if they've cleared all content. And, of course, 7.4 is around the corner. And if the leaks are true, we're going to see some people get to take any 6-star of their choice in a generic rank 3 to rank 4 rank-up gym up, which is amazing. So, I have a lot of reasons to be optimistic. I also have some reasons to be pessimistic. But I don't know what to make of this news other than the fact that I think generally if somebody's stepping in, when I read the words in this, word for word, Netmarble US Studio will be joining the developer, I think of that as them taking some of the power and control away from Kabam. And that I generally think is a good thing. If they run the game kind of how we remember them doing. And maybe that's just me being nostalgic, right? Time will tell. But some of you think it's a total game changer. I'm sure others of you think it's a non-story. I don't know what to think other than this is worth covering on my channel. But I wanted to cover where this started, and we had to go all the way back to 2017. I didn't realize until looking up this article, though, that it literally was almost 5 years ago to the day. I mean, that's just crazy. 2017 meets 2022. Who would have thought? So, what do you think about this? Let's keep this video under 10 minutes because we are getting dangerously close to those triple ads that the algorithm loves to put over longer than normal videos. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.